Indonesia is one of Asia's leaders with a population of 280 million and account for more than 50% of Asia's total e-commerce market value. In 2020, the number of users registered on the Indonesian e-commerce platform was 673.6 million, which is more than twice the population of Indonesia, and 140 million e-commerce transactions occur in Indonesia. According to Google's e-commerce analysis in 2021, the gross merchandise value or GMV of the Indonesian e-commerce industry is $12.2 billion in 2018, accounting for more than 52% of Asia's total e-commerce industry market value, with an average annual growth rate of 21%, which is expected to reach $83 billion by 2025. The Indonesian e-commerce market is growing at an average of more than 21% annually, and product delivery is growing at a high rate of more than 30% every year. Consumers want to buy products through numerous online sales channels anytime and receive them as soon as possible on the same day or the next day. However, logistic infrastructure is not keeping up with the surge in online orders, so it is not realizing same day, next day, or next early morning delivery as in South Korea. The reason for this is the lack of digital transformation in the logistics sector requiring establishment of information technology, various logistics system and equipment, and skilled information technology personnel in logistics. McKinsey, an American consulting company, diagnosed that the e-commerce market was activated due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which served as a factor for the development of the logistics industry. In particular, Asia is expected to show a rapid economic recovery, accounting for about 57% of the global e-commerce logistics market by 2025. In the Logistics Performance Index released by the World Bank, Indonesia ranked 46 out of 160 countries, the lowest among Asian countries, lower than neighboring countries like Vietnam, the 39, Thailand, the 32, and Malaysia, the 41. The Indonesian government is interested in expanding the e-commerce market and expect the Indonesian e-commerce market to be more active through the e-commerce PLB or warehouse. Therefore, smartization or intelligentization of the logistics system is very necessary due to the expansion of the bonded warehouse for e-commerce or ePLB.
Di tengah pandemi ini, justru kita melihat percepatan perkembangan digitalisasi.
Indonesia declared the realization of the digital economy as a national industry policy goal of second administration of President Joko Widodo and focused on policies and investment to build information and communication technology or ICT infrastructure to achieve. In addition, the Indonesian government is very interested in securing foreign smart logistic technology and experiences to establish a smart logistics system using ICT technology. On February 20, 2022, when the Minister of Trade, Industry and Energy of Korea visited Indonesia, the Indonesian government officially requested that Korea's key smart logistic technology be transferred to Indonesia. The Key Smart Logistics Center will play a major role in the overseas export of Indonesian SME products through cross-border e-commerce or CBEC, if it is operated in conjunction with various PLB across Indonesia in the future. To realize that, PT Global Logistic Hub in collaboration with the Ministry of National Development Planning or Bappenas held a workshop. Attending this workshop were related institutions such as the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Trade, Ministry of Communication and Information, Ministry of Industry as well as the South Korean Embassy in Indonesia, the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, President University, and various South Korean business communities in Indonesia. The workshop discussed the pre-feasibility study of K-Smart logistic technology for the e-commerce logistic innovation in Indonesia. The workshop was held on October 26, 2022 at the Java Palace Hotel, Cikarang. Prior to the implementation of the workshop, a visit of the location of the land to be built into facilities of PT Hub Global Logistics in Jababeka. The event was opened with a remark by Mr. Park Jae-han, PhD, Director of PT Global Logistics Hub, which is expressed its gratitude and respect to all parties who support the implementation of the workshop. Mr. Muhammad Misbakun, member of the Indonesian House of Representatives Commission 11, delivered a keynote speech that warmly welcomed the growing cooperation between Indonesia and South Korea. Moreover, South Korea is willing to transfer technology and develop human resources in the logistics sector. Mr. Sumedi Andono Mulyo, PhD, Director of Planning and Development of National Priority Infrastructure Project at Bappenas, in the next keynote speech conveyed the government's policy direction for smart logistic technology that supports value chain. In the presentation of the workshop material, Mrs. P.N. Laksmi Kusumawati, Acting Director of the International Trade, Investment and Economic Cooperation, with the title Smart Logistic Technology Investment Opportunities for Trade in Indonesia. Continued, Mr. Park Hyung-sang, Consulting Team Leader of the Lotte Global Logistics with material entitled Korea Smart Logistic Technology. From South Korean academics, Prof. Hee Seok Chong from Hanam University presented a material titled Human Resource Training Program for the E-commerce Logistic Innovation in Indonesia. The series of presentation ended by Dr. Ali An Shun Kyung as an advisor to PT Hub Global Logistics with material entitled Application for Key-Mart Logistics and Improving Indonesian Economic Competitiveness. The responders and discussants were Mr. Hari Susanto from the Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Mr. Andianto Haryoko from the Electricity, Telecommunication and Informatics Bappenas. Scheduled discussion and responses led by moderator Dr. Guntur F. Prisanto. Quoting Mr. Misbakun's message, hoping that the workshop can produce thought, ideas and work concept that will lead to progress for all of us, the governments, the business community, the world of higher education, and also the people of South Korea and Indonesia.
Izinkanlah saya untuk menyampaikan rasa bangga dan terima kasih atas terselenggaranya workshop ini. Workshop ini menandai sebuah langkah yang semakin maju dalam kerjasama antara Indonesia dan Korea Selatan.